Hey there, mamas-to-be. Let's talk about something that's been buzzing around the pregnancy forums lately, ginger. You know, that spicy root that adds a kick to your favorite dishes and maybe even helps with those pesky morning sickness bouts. But is it really safe for you and your little one? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the world of ginger and pregnancy, separating fact from fiction and giving you the real deal on whether this little rhizome deserves a spot in your prenatal diet. Body. First things first. Let's address the elephant in the room, morning sickness. Oh, that dreaded companion of early pregnancy that can make even the thought of food nauseating. If you're one of the unlucky mamas dealing with this unpleasant side effect, you've probably heard that ginger can be a lifesaver. And you know what? There might be some truth to that claim. You see, ginger has been used for centuries as a natural remedy for nausea and vomiting, and several studies suggest that it may indeed help alleviate morning sickness symptoms. One systematic review looked at 12 different trials involving over 1,200 pregnant women and found that ginger was significantly more effective than a placebo in reducing nausea and vomiting severity. But how does this humble root work its magic? Well, it's all thanks to its active compounds, particularly gingerols and shogaols. These bad boys have been shown to have anti-inflammatory and anti-nausea properties, which could help settle those queasy tummy troubles. Some researchers even speculate that ginger may interact with certain receptors in the brain and gut, reducing the urge to vomit. Now, before you start chugging ginger ale like it's going out of style, let's talk dosage. Most experts recommend limiting your ginger intake to no more than 1 gram of fresh ginger root per day during pregnancy. That's about the equivalent of a 1-inch piece of ginger or a 1/4 teaspoon of grated ginger. Anything more than that, and you might be putting yourself at risk for potential side effects like heartburn, diarrhea, or even contractions. And we don't want any of that action happening too soon. But what about ginger supplements or extracts? Well, here's where things get a little tricky. You see, many of these products contain concentrated amounts of ginger that far exceed what you'd find in your average kitchen spice rack. And while some studies suggest that ginger supplements may be safe and effective for morning sickness relief, the jury is still out on their long-term effects during pregnancy. That's why most healthcare professionals recommend sticking to good old fresh ginger root or ginger powder added to your food. Not only is it a safer option, but it also allows you to control the amount you're consuming and enjoy the added flavor and aroma benefits. Speaking of flavor, let's not forget that ginger is a delicious addition to all sorts of dishes. From stir-fries and curries to baked goods and smoothies, there are plenty of creative ways to incorporate this zesty root into your prenatal diet. Just remember to keep those portions reasonable, and always consult with your doctor or midwife if you have any concerns. But morning sickness relief isn't the only potential benefit of ginger during pregnancy. Some research suggests that this versatile root may also help with other common pregnancy woes, like muscle pain and swelling. Thanks to its anti-inflammatory properties, ginger could potentially ease those pesky aches and pains that come with carrying a tiny human, or not so tiny human, depending on how far along you are. And let's not forget about that dreaded pregnancy brain fog. While more research is needed, some studies indicate that ginger may have cognitive enhancing effects, which could potentially help keep your mind sharp during those late-night study sessions for your upcoming role as a parent. Now, before you get too excited about ginger's potential superpowers, let's address some of the potential risks and warnings associated with its use during pregnancy. First and foremost, it's important to note that excessive ginger consumption has been linked to an increased risk of miscarriage, premature birth, and low birth weight. While the occasional culinary indulgence is likely safe, overdoing it on the ginger could potentially stimulate uterine contractions or affect fetal development. Additionally, ginger may interact with certain medications or exacerbate certain health conditions. For example, if you have a history of blood clotting disorders or are taking anticoagulant medications, ginger's blood-thinning properties could potentially increase your risk of bleeding. Similarly, if you have diabetes or are at risk for gestational diabetes, ginger's potential effects on blood sugar levels should be taken into consideration. And let's not forget about those good old digestive issues. While ginger may help settle an upset stomach for some, others may find that it actually aggravates their gastrointestinal woes, leading to heartburn, gas, or diarrhea. Not exactly the most comfortable companions during pregnancy. So, what's the bottom line? As with most things in life, moderation is key when it comes to ginger consumption during pregnancy. While fresh ginger root or ginger powder used in culinary amounts is generally considered safe, it's always best to consult with your healthcare provider before making any major dietary changes or trying new supplements. Your doctor or midwife can help you weigh the potential risks and benefits based on your individual health history and pregnancy circumstances. They may even have some nifty tricks up their sleeves for incorporating ginger into your diet in a safe and effective way. And remember, ginger is just one small piece of the prenatal nutrition puzzle. A well-balanced diet rich in essential nutrients, plenty of fluids, and regular prenatal checkups are still the key to a healthy pregnancy for both you and your little one. So, there you have it, folks, the scoop on ginger and pregnancy, straight from the source, or should we say, the root? Whether you decide to embrace the ginger craze or steer clear of this spicy rhizome, just know that you've got a wealth of information at your fingertips to make an informed decision. And who knows, maybe your little one will inherit your love for all things zesty and become a ginger aficionado themselves. Just remember to take it one day, and one ginger-infused dish, at a time, and always prioritize your health and the health of your precious cargo. Conclusion. Well, that's a wrap on our ginger and pregnancy extravaganza. We've covered everything from morning sickness remedies to potential risks and warnings, all while keeping things fun, engaging, and, hopefully, a little bit humorous. At the end of the day, the decision to incorporate ginger into your prenatal diet is a personal one that should be made in consultation with your healthcare provider. But armed with the knowledge we've shared today, you can feel confident in making an informed choice that prioritizes the well-being of both you and your little one. So, whether you're a ginger enthusiast or prefer to keep things mild, remember that pregnancy is a journey. One that's best navigated with a balanced approach, a sprinkle of self-care, and a whole lot of love, and maybe a dash of ginger, if that's your thing. Stay spicy, mamas, and here's to a happy, healthy, and, potentially, ginger-infused pregnancy. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to our channel.